Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with the latest edition of WWE Wrestling Observer. Honestly, on the Wrestling Observer radio today, there was lots of news coming out of this, talking about Daniel Bryan being held back inside of WWE, trying to get Roman Reigns over, and Daniel Bryan not being able to screw up a third WrestleMania in a row. Honestly, a little part of me thinks that it might be a little bit of a stretch, but being a wrestling fan for all over these years and seeing lots of stories that, pass through, I'm not 100% against thinking that actually might be what is going down. But they talked about a new and upcoming star making its way to the WWE main roster with a debut coming sooner than later. Might even be on tomorrow night's WWE Monday Night Raw, which is the go-home show to Hell in the Cell. That, of course, would be one of the biggest standout NXT stars, being Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze has been one of the main event guys for probably well over a year. You can remember him going back into the Fatal 4-Way, him getting his own shot going after the NXT Championship, and even though he never was NXT Champion, he was the guy that really shined through. People like his work rate, people like his character, people like his promos. Not a lot has been said about Tyler Breeze that people don't really like. I mean, even though he never became champion, he was always one of those guys that was always in one of the main angles. Even when you go to the NXT Brooklyn show, which happened SummerSlam weekend, the build-up to that was that Tyler Breeze felt like he had accomplished everything there was to do in NXT. So he asked GM William Regal to find him the best opponent in the land for him to fight. William Regal, of course, would flip through his Rolodex and find Jushin Thunder Liger to be brought in and wrestle on the show. Of course, on that show, Liger beat Breeze, which was sort of a surprise to me. Breeze would then go on and try to get a new opponent for the Respect show. Then he would be given Apollo Crews, who is now the new #1 contender to go after the NXT Championship. Tyler Breeze, of course, would lose that match as well. He was in the NXT #1 Contenders Battle Royal that Apollo Crews won, but he was not able to win it. But it seems as if WWE is actually going to be pulling his number and saying that it is time for him to be brought up to the main roster. Easily, comparisons can be brought between Tyler Breeze and Shawn Michaels, Tyler Breeze and Dolph Ziggler. Honestly, in my mind, a Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler match would be something that I would really, really like to see. I don't know if it's just because of their blonde hair. Definitely, even in the mailbag, talking about Tyler Breeze, you can draw comparisons between his gimmick being sort of a male model and the Miz's character as more of a movie star. Maybe these guys find a way of teaming up, but I think that honestly their gimmick is going to be a lot the same. Maybe the Miz will hopefully be able to go in and retool his gimmick, maybe get repackaged a little bit. The movie star thing has been great for him, but it honestly hasn't been doing him any favors as to getting many wins, getting out of this, I guess you can say he's in the Intercontinental title hunt, but this is a guy that is a previous main eventer of WrestleMania. Not only that, winning the WWE Championship on his reign. But I don't know. We're going to have to see. I really like Tyler Breeze. There's a lot of good matchups to go for him. He's a guy that honestly I think is going to only go as far as WWE Creative wants to let him go. But, you can say a lot about NXT. And, there's a lot of great matches. There's a lot of good moments. But Tyler Breeze is a guy that honestly, for the short time I can say I've been watching NXT, I haven't really seen a lot of bad Tyler Breeze matches. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this guy can do once he gets to the main roster. But then again, it seems that with WWE, if you're not in the main event and you're not one of those main guys, there's not a lot for you to do, I guess. So, we'll see what happens.